a line upon line dance with Regina. Got my husband Walter here with me. I kind of roped him in here to this thing, so he's going to be learning this first dance with us. This is our very first dance. This dance is to Hezekiah Walker's Every Praise is to Our God. Now, I know you can get online and you can find some other people who've done some things with it, but the camera kind of goes in and out because it's supposed to look like a big party and stuff. It's hard to follow. So, hey, we've got a great line dance. Anybody can follow with this. It's simple, so at the end we can show you some styling. When it's simple, you can add things to it, add some styling to it. So you're going to love this dance. Okay, so it starts off with a point that's like a touch. We talked in the first video about the difference in a step and a touch. We're going to start by pointing our foot to the side. And when we point our foot, don't put weight on it, and then you're going to step. So, to get started, got to turn around here. Okay, yeah, okay. We're going to point to the right, and then step. Point to the left, and step. Point first with no weight on it, then step on it and put weight on it. Point, and then step. We did that 4 times, and now we're going to do that going backwards. So you're going to point first, but this time you're going to step back. Then you're going to point, and step, point, step, point, and step. When you step, remember the very last step, you've got to have your weight on your left leg, okay? All right, so let's count it out. Let's ready to do it. Let's do it, okay? Gonna point first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the first 8 count. We're going to do another 8 count, pointing first, going backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Guys, I told you, the line dances for basic beginners are only 4 8 counts. That means we've learned half the dance already, okay? You're doing this. You're doing this. Baby, you're good. You're getting good here. Okay, so after we did the last point and touch, your weight is on your left. We're going to do that grapevine we learned. Grapevine means my shoulders are not going to turn, but I am going to walk sideways. So I'm going to put my right foot to the right, left foot behind, right foot to the right, and then touch with my left foot. Don't put weight on it because you're going to go back, or you're going to do some step touches right here. Right here, we're going to stop and step, touch, step, touch. And we're going to do that, and we'll do another grapevine going back, but we're going to stop and do that right there first before we go back. All right, so that grapevine one more time. Yay! Is stepping to the right, then behind, to the right, and touch. With your left foot. There you go. And then step, touch, step, touch. Back and forth, back and forth. All right, so from the top, we'll do the pointing and the stepping. Some people like to cross their foot as they're walking forward. It doesn't matter. It's okay if you want to do that. So we're going to do that going forward and backward, and then the grapevine at the end here, okay? Here we go. Point, step, point, step, point, step, point, step. Go backward now. We're going to point first and then step back. Point, step, point, step, point, step. Bind to the right, right, left behind, right, left, touch. Then left and touch, right and touch. All right, how did we do? You got it right? Because that is an 8 count. When we count this, come on over here, baby. We're going to count this one this time, okay? Yes! We're going to do the grapevine with the touches and see the count that goes with it. Ready? To the right. 1, 2, 3, touch. 4, step. 1, touch. 2, 6, 7, 8. I can't count. I can count. I taught first grade for a lot of years. So I really can count. Okay, so we go. Side to side with your 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. Come on here. We're going to do it again. Okay. So we're counting out for reals this time. Okay, here we go. To the right. 1, 2, 3, touch. 4, step. 5, touch. 6, 7, 8. All right, so that's your third 8 count. We've got 1 8 count left, and you've learned the whole dance, okay? So from here, you have no weight on this foot. We're going to do a grapevine to the left. So we step to the left, right foot behind, step to the left, and touch. But we're going to change it just a little bit. Let's go over there. Okay. We're going to do grapevine to the left. Sorry, no step on you. Yeah. Sorry. I injure my husband sometimes. Okay, so we're going to do a grapevine to the left, but on the last step, we're going to turn our foot. All right, so watch how, this is cool, guys. Watch how this works here, okay? Left foot to the left, right foot behind. Now turn your foot so it's facing the 9 o'clock wall. Then when you touch your right foot next to your left, what? It's like magic. I'm facing a new wall. It just happened. What? It's so cool. So now I'm facing the wall. When I step side with my right foot and touch, and then step and touch, I'm at a brand new wall, and I'm ready to start the dance all over because that's the end of the dance. The little step touches, that's the end of the dance. And now I'm ready to do a new wall. I'm already at a new place. Isn't that cool?
Yes,
that works?
very cool.
Okay. He's so supportive. All right, so we're going to try it on each wall. Make sure we can do it, and then we'll start some music with it, okay? All right, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Point, step, point, step, point, step, point, step. Point, back it up, and point, and point, and point. Wait on your left, then grapevine to the right and touch. Side touch and side touch. Here we go, vine to the left, turn your foot and touch. Now step to the side and touch, step to the side and touch. Yes! Okay, ready for a brand new wall. When I step to the side and touch, it means my weight's on my left leg so I can start over. Here we go. We're going to point and step. Point, step, point, step, point, step, point, step. Point and step backward now. Point, back, point, step, back, point, step, back. Vine to the right, behind, right, touch, side step and touch, side step and touch. Now vine to the left, behind, turn your foot, touch, new wall, side step, touch, side step, and touch. Ready to start this wall with a point and a step. Ready? Point on the right, step, point, step, point, step, point, step. Back it up with a point, and then step back, point, step, point, step, point, step. Bind to the right, behind, and step with a touch. Step to the side and touch, step side and touch. Bind to the left, behind, turn your foot, touch, step to the side, touch, side, touch. Start over, point, step, point, step, point, step, point, step, run him into the wall. Point and step back, point, step back, point, step back, point, step back, bind right, behind, right, and touch, step, side step and touch. You're going to step on it, and touch, then step and touch, then step, bind to the left, behind and turn, touch, side step and touch, side step and touch. Sorry guys, I get my tongue tied a little bit. Okay. All right, so we're going to turn on the music. We've done, actually, you know what we're going to do?
I don't know.
We're going to do the whole thing one more time, but without stopping at all on each wall. We're going to try to keep going. Just remember, when you get to the side step and touches, my next thing is go forward, okay? You've got to remember your first step, because when you turn on a brand new wall, you just want to go, I did it, yay, pat myself on the back. But the music keeps going, guys. You can't just stop and congratulate yourself. It keeps going. So we're going to practice doing it without stopping. We can't stop and go, yay, we did it, okay? Let's do this. We can do this, okay? Here we go. From the top. 5, 6, 7, 8. Point, step, point, step, point, step, point, step. Point, back step, point, back it up, point, step, bind to the right with a touch at the end, side step and a touch, step and touch. Bind left, turn your foot, touch, step, touch, step, touch. Now point, point, step, point, step, point, step, point, step, then point, step back. We're going backward now. Point, step, point, bind to the right, right, behind, and right with a touch, step and touch, step and touch. Bind to the left, behind, turn your foot, touch, step and touch, step and touch. Now we're going to point with the same foot, point, step, point, step, point, step, point, step, point. Go backward now, point, back, point, back, point, back. Bind to the right, behind, right, and touch, side step and touch, step and touch. Bind to the left, turn your foot, touch, step and touch, step, touch. Now point with that foot and step. Point, step, point, step, point, step. Now point, step back, point, step, point, step, point. Bind to the right, behind, right, and touch. Side step and touch, step, touch. Bind to the left, turn your foot, touch, side step, touch, step, touch, and start over with the point. All right, turn some music on. Let me get up here real quick. All right, enjoy Hezekiah Walker's Every.
Let me hear the worshipers! Where's all of the praise? I want everybody around the world to put your hands together because all the praise belongs to God. Here we go. Every praise to our God. Every word of worship. With one accord. Every praise. Every praise to our God. Come on, everybody, sing hallelujah to our God. Glory, hallelujah is to our God. Come on, say every praise. Say every praise is to our God. Y'all know how we do it. Take it up, say praise is to our God. Every word of worship with one accord. Come on, say every praise is to our God. I want everybody all over the world to sing hallelujah to our God. Glory, hallelujah is to our God. Every praise is to our God. Let's take it up one more time. Every praise. Come on, everybody. Every word of worship with one accord. Every praise is to our God. I don't care how you're feeling right now. Sing hallelujah to our God. Glory, hallelujah is to our God. Every praise is to our God. This is what I love. God, my Savior. God, my healer. God, my deliverer. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. God, my Savior. God, my Savior. God, my healer. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. God, my Savior. God, my healer. God, my deliverer. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. Every praise, every word of worship, every praise, every praise, every praise, every praise, every praise, every praise, all of my worship, all of my praise. When you see me dancing, every praise. When you see me shouting, every praise, every praise.
All right, you did it. That's so exciting. You've got your first line dance under your belt. Now, if you want, I'm just going to do some styling right now. All right, extra styling for those of you who would like something a little different. If you have a little experience at this or you just picked it up so quickly and you want to do something that's a little more difficult or has some styling to it. Okay, first thing you can do is on your points, you can do like I did where you're just point, step, or you can get into it more, bend your knees, get down and cross your foot. And if you do that, you'll notice it causes my body to kind of change direction each time, a little bit to the angle to the diagonal. So that's something fun you can do. You can add to that, and it increases the aerobic degree of aerobics in it because you're exercising more muscles. You're getting down on your knees for that. Another thing you can do, if you want to do it a little more, what's the word, ballerina-ish, I don't know, is you can go up on your toes every time you point. So up and up each time, and that just gives a little more interest, and you're really exercising some muscles. I was a gymnast as a teenager, and so for me, this feels like something I would have done. I would have done a very hard point with my toe. So it's familiar to me. It's a familiar feeling. If it's something you'd like to do, if you're into dancing or, kind of here, anyway. So it's just a different styling technique that you can do for that. Okay, another thing you can do in your grapevines, we did them just straight like this. You can do, like I said, with getting down on your knees. Up and down in your knees, because it goes with the style of the music. Well, the music we played is kind of an urban feel to it, a black gospel feel to it. So you can get down in it if you want to. Use your knees more. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm a white grandma, but I enjoy kicking it up sometimes. It's just for fun. All right, so when I get to this and I have the side touches, you can, how many of you remember? You might remember, if you're my age, some of the dance moves from way back. The pony hop. Remember the pony hop? Yeah, well, you know what that is? It's a step touch. So you could do that when you come here, step touch with a little hop instead of just stepping. Okay, there's some ideas that you can do. If you're a little more advanced, you can take your grapevines, and I don't have, because this is a different kind of dance, I don't have my shoes on yet, but anyway, instead of just doing the dance, the vine, 1, 2, 3 steps and then a touch, I could take my 3 steps and do a rolling vine, so I can turn it 1, 2, 3, touch. Do my side touches. 1, 2, 3, touch. Whoa, I have to turn all the way to here on the second time around. So anyway, that's a lot more difficult to do if you want to add some styling, but hey, those of you who want to increase the difficulty, or you just want to do something a little more jazzy or something with it, do it. Whatever the music moves you to do, okay? As long as you've got the basic steps down, you'll be with us. You'll be staying with the rest of the class, and you'll be up with it, all right? So every praise is to our God. You know what praise is? It's speaking of the goodness of somebody. So you can talk about you can praise somebody for the great things that they've done, but this says every praise is to our God. So it's nothing that I've done. It's nothing anybody else has done that's made me who I am. It is He that has made me, and not I have not made myself. He does that. He creates all that I am, and I sing His praises. So it's time to sing His praises and dance His praises. Try this dance again and see if you can keep up. You can do this. Go out and buy the song if you want to. Put it on your playlist so you can, most of you already have this, so you can practice this and just have a good time with it, all right?